They're bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action, it's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Vigil. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeVal. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
6 guys, 6 guys. 6-6, pull it high.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7.
Now Pirine looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Check 15. Check 15. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Pirine. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Dalton now to pass. And Eifert has it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his and a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
57. Mike, 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you down.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Minshew finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Here we go. It's a 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Right now. 80 weapons. What quick? What? Ready?
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Minshew throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll go with a keeper, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Set to Valve, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Passing. It's Dalton. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, solid. 57. Mike,
From the 39, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.